to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
They're dealing with a second and long. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And the Hurricanes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Virginia Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
The give on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this from the defense.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. Guys, you have to believe Virginia Tech has had this one circled. Just last year, they were victims to the lunacy and perhaps questionable calls that Miami was able to pull it out at the very end. The Cajuns did that over and over again.
And Miami did it all year long. This was kind of the start of it, right? The Hail Mary, the review, like, was it really a catch? Was it not? I kind of thought it was a catch. I thought it should have remained on the field. And I got a feeling, Jesse, Virginia Tech fan.
Turning it on! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Let's send the tight end in motion. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Drones. The short hands, it's Green. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Give to the back. Creates a little space. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Beck. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Now they'll run it to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the tight end.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. It's back. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Fletcher. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go right back to the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught over the middle, it's Selden. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And they will score. Touchdown, Hokies. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. Made a defender miss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Right back to the well. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Punt is in the air. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for room. It's Stewart. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Drones. Here's a heat. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Wayne Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Brings up second down.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They just keep firing. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Keeps it. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
Well, this defense came into the game knowing that this quarterback was elusive and he could shake guys and make them miss, but you see the speed and athleticism they have on defense. Nice job getting to the quarterback there.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the first. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
The Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air, it's back. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. He'll sneak it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stewart. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now,
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
this defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They boot it away. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner will be brought down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. Using his legs, it's Stewart. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's back. Right on the money. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Escapes trouble. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping through the defense. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
The give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Drones. Caught. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Really nice looking pass there. I'll tell you, they ask you to do a lot at Virginia Tech when you're the quarterback. You're expected to make plays with your feet because of some of the greats that have come before you, but you've also got to be able to hurt defenses throwing it as well. The entire playbook is open and at your disposal, and this guy right now, he's showing you with his arm talent, he can carve up this defense.
Wide open downfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking for space. It's Stewart. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Green. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on third and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical fourth down situation.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the ref. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, better look out. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Hurricane. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Back to pass, it's back. And he makes the grab for the deuce. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He'll keep it himself. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the Hokies line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Makes the catch. Quick step and go. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
To the air, it's back. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Got it in the middle. It's Green. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there, but does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Drones. He's got it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Off play action. gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left. They got it. It's blocked. And they got it.
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a one-possession game, and they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now has gone way up.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Finds his tight end. And he's still running after the move. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's back. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Drones. The screen. He can go. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll take it himself. Crosses to 40. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Buying some time. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
Virginia Tech, 19.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Drones. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. Absolutely perfect. That gets them back to within 10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got his man. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hokies! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Creates a little room. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Daniels. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And the Canes will call on their punt team. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And the Hokies are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Drones. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Grab behind the line. It's Fletcher. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Dropping back, it's back. Fires to the right. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's throws. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too. Because of what you just said, David, they can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're...
He's got it down the left side. He's loose. Touchdown, Canes. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Here comes the two-point try. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to pound it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Drones. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Backed up now, here's second and long. He's got an open man. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
The sure hands, it's Heat. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time winding down. What is better than this? Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. That's caught. It's Green. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Drones. Snags it over the middle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.